Hey, I'm Lauren from Lyon, and you're watching Anchor Shop TV. I think it's huge. I don't know about anybody else, but I just get so sick of listening to the same 20 songs on the radio. So I think a festival like this just gives the opportunity to, up and coming acts and just an outlet, a way to connect with an audience when you maybe wouldn't normally get to hear these bands. Yes, I was going as my own name before, Lauren Lyon, and playing shows with a different group of people. And it kind of came to a close, not necessarily by a decision per se. It was more that everyone was going their separate ways and moved all over Canada to pursue different things. So it was kind of a decision forced on me in a way, but probably one of the best things that could have happened, because it forced me to reevaluate things and why I want to do this, and think about, it was a fresh start. So I think getting a chance to rebrand is an exciting new beginning. And so basically the start of Lyon was, it stems from my last name, the last 4 letters. So it was an exciting sort of change and a representation of the new direction of the sound. I wrote with Japeth Ma, and we wrote 5 new songs for an EP, which just came out. To be honest, lately I've noticed, especially at my showcase at the Rivoli, there were a lot of females on stage, so it didn't really feel odd in any way. I've always been the only girl in the my band, but you don't really get treated any differently. I still have to. Well, I guess I get a little help with the heavy lifting and stuff, but I get the guys to help me with their muscles. But other than that, I don't think there's really any difference, other than I maybe spend a little more time getting ready. I've been performing since I was really little. I started violin when I was 3 and a half, so I don't ever really remember not performing music. But that being said, I did do classical music more for the first, until I was maybe 16. So yeah, I think when I started performing more pop music and indie music more in my late teens and then into my 20s, I don't know if it changed my look. I'm just doing what I love doing, so I'm in a good place. I think it was a natural progression moving into the songs for this EP. In the past, maybe I hadn't experienced enough, I think, to know what to write about. So you'd sit down and think, okay, I want to write a song, and it was more I guess making stuff up or writing stories, whereas this time I was at a point where so much happened to me about a year ago that I had to write. It was I had too much material to go on, so it was more of a just pouring out of me, and I don't know, I guess this one's a little bit more personal is what I'm trying to say. My advice to anyone that wants to get into this, I guess my best advice would be only do it if you really, really love it, because it's a lot of work and it's definitely not easygoing, and there's no one clear path. So, if the unknown scares you, then it's a tough career choice by far. But my best advice would be just try to connect with the scene in your musical genre, and make friends in the community, because Toronto is a small place, and in fact music in Canada is a small place, and it's good to make friends along the way and sort of help each other out and feel that community.